Recording in progress.
Hey, hi everyone. Thanks for joining. Today, I'm gonna walk through how to turn your speech of your audio messages into the real-time text, so speech to text with the help of that Assemble AI. So I have um, live media player speech, which is like for a Canadian wildfire. There are going to be two participants. One is from the reporter, right? So who is giving the status of that? So let me play this MP4 audio. So and how I'm gonna convert that with the help of Assemble AI, those text speech to text ones.
From hundreds of wildfires in Canada is triggering air quality alerts throughout the U.S. Skylines from Maine to Maryland to Minnesota are gray and smoggy. And in some places, the air quality warnings include the warning to stay inside. We wanted to better understand what's happening here and why, so we called Peter DiCarlo, an associate professor in the Department of Environmental Health and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. Good morning, Professor.
Good morning.
So what is it about the conditions right now that have caused this round of wildfires to affect so many people so far away?
Well, there's a couple of things. The season has been pretty dry already, and then the fact that we're getting hit in the U.S. is because there's a couple weather systems that.
Okay, if you're gonna hear this, there's gonna be a Canadian wildfire that got hit badly. So there's gonna be a discussion, right? Why it's happened, what could be the reason for it, and what is the outcome of this disaster, right? Uh, so how it's impacted health and air quality of the particular state. So I quickly run, right? So a speech to test one. So we can build a real-time language translation with the help of Assemble AI. So we can convert the real-time talk with over the phone or might be your recordings, right? It's gonna gives you a real-time stream changes into the text and it summarize. So whatever you are seeing in the YouTube channels when some talks happen, it's gonna easily summarize that. So we can do with Assemble AI. Not only that, you can change the conversation with the two peoples rather than keeping it into the one, and that's gonna gives you more kind of a heads to your YouTube ones, and it's help you to summarize the ones. And we can identify so a telecaller communication between two people, so with the help of like live calls rather than waiting for end of the call and get the speech right and get the sentiment of the customer, which we can do it in a straight way off into the live calls with the help of Assemble AM. So I install this, and so what we're trying to do it like we can do it like meetings, phone calls, videos, podcasts. So it's gonna be crucial for us to have those audio data and convert into a real time structure uh, 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 text. So that help us to query. So what could be the sentiment of the customer towards today's call, or what could be the discussion happening within the video, right? So let's run this quickly for you guys. So I have the key with me. So I'm already show you, right? So how what is the context of this MP3 file? Let me run. So what happens, right? The moment if I run, right? So it's gonna have my key with me, and it's gonna get those details to prompt you. Let me get it. Okay. I gave my key, and what it's gonna doing it here, it's gonna be transcript the entire one the of my uh, audio file, the MP3 file, and it's going to give me summarize. So if you look at the smokes from the hundreds of wildfires in Canada, it's triggered air quality alerts throughout the US. What does means like there is uh, wildfire happening in Canada and it's impacting the US air quality, and that's what we are getting gray and smoky once, and it's giving the alarms for our air quality. So it summarized as the entire MP3 content into the nice way, right? Into pretty detailed, right? Rather than you go and watch those MP3 recording for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or might be the 5 minutes. It's going to summarize you straight away. And let me run. So it's not all do that here. What's happening, it's trying to find what conversation is happening between the speaker one and speaker two, and it shows that into the text as well, right? So we have a two kind of like speakers here. The one is talking about the hundreds of the wildfire, which triggers alerts, and the second speaker is gonna give a heads up like what could be the reason for it, right? So there might be a couple of reasons. There might be pretty dry already. The fact it's getting into the U.S. So that means, right? It's not uh, gonna give a summarize. It's gonna give you the conversation between the two parties, which will help you to identify what conversation, how well it goes on that the ones. So and it's gonna gives you the highlights, right? It's not just gonna gives you the summarize, it's gonna highlight the topic as well. So what it's gonna go you straight away when I run it, right? It's take that MP3 file, the conversation, and it's trying to identify the what are the key highlights in the discussion. One is the air quality. Okay, that's rank, and they're gonna be a while raising air quality consequences, right? Health conditions, New York City, right? Climatical changes, hot conditions gonna be impact, right? So this is gonna be a highlights of this entire conversations. Okay. I hope you enjoy this recording, and if anybody want interested how to convert those pics to test in a real time, I'm happy to share this notebook with them, and keep watching for more interesting content, and happy to share with you guys. Thank you.